What's going on, everyone? My name is Justin Fernio from Push and Profit. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day today. Now, typically when I make videos, you could actually see my face. However, today I decided to just leave the mic on and turn the webcam off just because, in this video, I really just wanted to go into really high details with Norwegian Cruise Line. I wanted to give my technical analysis on this, and, I just wanted to make this video really quick. I didn't want to, just go off in different tangents too much, so that's why you don't see my screen or my face on the screen. We're just gonna focus on Norwegian Cruise Line and talk about that. So if you guys are interested, definitely make sure to hit that like button. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. It helps with the growth of this channel, and if you want to see more videos like this, then definitely hit that subscribe button. And yeah, so getting into it, I'm sure everyone who is watching this video is familiar with the pandemic that broke out a couple of months ago. So you could see, the cruise lines, they were doing pretty good. We're talking about Norwegian right over here. And then, of course, when the pandemic came, the stock dropped, and it dropped like nearly 90%, right? That is insane, but obviously it makes sense because with this whole pandemic, everyone's quarantined, everyone's like on a lockdown, and most of these states, people have to stay home. No one is traveling, right? So these cruise lines, these airlines also, I don't want to exclude them from this video, but all these travel essential businesses that rely on people to travel, they're losing millions of dollars by the day. And that obviously makes sense because no one is going outside, and even if they can, everything's on lockdown. No one can travel, right? Crazy times, right? So yeah, so when the now going back on Norwegian stock specifically, when it fell down, it did drop 90%. Then about a month ago, it had a major pump, right, where it started pumping up, and then after that it started falling back down again, right? And a lot of people on YouTube were talking about, oh, the stocks are dropping, this is a good time to invest, you want to buy stocks when they're cheap, when they're low. And I was on the other guy on YouTube saying, you want to wait until things show signs of an upward trend, right? Because obviously if something's falling, and let's say you buy in this area, there's a possibility that it's just going to keep going down because there's no signs of an upward trend. It makes no sense to buy something just because it's falling. But again, there's just a lot of people on YouTube who are just like ill-informed about like really day trading, swing trading, or investing, and they just wanted to make a quick video, get some views. But there's only a few of us real people who really dive deep into the technical analysis of stocks, who are really giving out that warning that, hey, you want to wait until things are looking good before you enter a trade, right? Now, with that being said, I am in a position with Norwegian Cruise Line on my other brokerage account on Webull. I'm swing trading it. Now, I entered in yesterday, so let's look at the 5-day period. So I entered in yesterday. So far I am up about 45% on this stock, which is pretty crazy. But I called it. I said, wait for the bottom. You want to wait for things to hit the bottom, and then you want to show signs of an upward trend. When this crossed that green line, this green line is called the SMA line, simple moving average. That was just showing signs that things were gonna continue going up. It was gonna, it was very still, it was consolidating for a while. And when stocks consolidate like this, there's either a big move up or a big move further down, right? But when it crossed that SMA line, it gave me that indication that, hey, things are looking good, things are gonna go up. Now, now let's take a look at the RSI indicator. By the way, this is our RSI indicator if you're not familiar. I do have another video on this channel kind of breaking down how to even look and examine the RSI indicator. Again, you don't want to solely trade based on an indicator. You just want to use them as a guideline or reference for making your trades, right? Now you could see, if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, it's saying that this is overbought, meaning it's really high up and is due for a pullback, right? So what I recommend anyone to go in now, now that the stock already made its full pump or full course up, no, again, I think it's a good time to set your alerts. Right here, I'm expecting sort of a resistance, right? Because last time it pumped this high, it saw a resistance over here, and then it started falling off. It started selling off, and then again it consolidated, then another pump up. Now a lot of the airlines, their earnings are coming out, and they're doing okay. Even though their earnings are showing signs that they're losing a bunch of money. Right now we're in a specific time where a lot of states are considering opening up again. We're kind of having this positive view. of things getting back to normal pretty soon. So it's giving everything a bullish sentiment, right? That things are going to keep going up. Now, with that being said, like I said, I do want to advise people. I want to give people some cautious, just because I'm already up on this trade, doesn't mean you should enter in now. Definitely put your alert on. If things continue heading up, then of course keep an eye out. Now, what I would wait, if you're not in a position with Norwegian Cruise Line yet, if you're not locked in, you don't have any you didn't buy any stocks yet, I would wait for a small pullback, right, before I enter in again. Now, like, let's say it could hit right here, this $14 mark, and then that might be a good time to enter in again, simply because this was resistance over here and it fell down. And if you guys don't know, old resistance becomes new support. So although the stock has been rising and it's still rising right now, if it does have a pullback, it will most likely either pull back to this general area right here, right? And then that might be a good time to enter in. And again, obviously you guys see that it is pushing up. I just want to give people that warning, like, hey, it is overextended, it's overbought. And you don't want to get things when they're at the top. You obviously want to get things at a good deal, but at a good deal when they're looking like they're gonna make you some profits, right? Again, like, I know it might be a little confusing when stocks are selling off. A lot of people were saying that's a good deal, but again, it's a good deal, but with a sign that things are gonna come back up. And that's why I waited for the bottom. I waited for this mark right here. I am up. And unfortunately, I didn't make a video talking about when I entered my position. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter whether I make a video of when I'm entering a stock or not, because you guys should never trade based on my opinion. You guys should never even trade based on anyone's opinion. You guys should always follow your instincts, use your guidelines, because everyone has different trading strategies. At the end of the day, I just try to provide my technical analysis, what I see. And right now what I'm seeing is obviously Norwegian Cruise Line is showing signs of an upward trend. It is booming. However, I am expecting a little pullback right here. Now, after I hit this pullback, I am going to sell my shares. And then we'll see what happens if this continues going down, because there's more things that could happen. We could have the lockdown extend further. We could have people quarantining, staying at home even further. And of course, if no one is going out, everyone's in their house quarantining, guess what? The travel industry experience more of a tough time, because no one is going out and spending money for, which means they're just losing money out of their pockets every single day. So once it hits this area, that's when I plan on selling. Again, I'm gonna wait to see what ends up happening. Is it gonna bounce off the SMA line and continue going up? Only time will tell. At the end of the day, I just want to be someone that provides you guys with good information, and kind of just give you guys warnings and let you guys know my opinion. Now, real quick, let's just look at CCL, which is Carnival stock. It's another large cruise line, if you guys are unfamiliar. And you can see that it pretty much is identical to Norwegian Cruise Line. And, of course, they're in the same industry. They're literally experiencing the same things, which is why you would see the same pattern. But, something that's pretty interesting is the fact that a lot of the cruise lines, they're seeing the same exact patterns as the airlines. And obviously, it doesn't make sense. If you could see, yes, slightly different, but almost identical. And that's because they are in the same industry, same niche. And, I would say the same thing. There might be a small pullback. While these things are pushing up, the best time was to get in a few days ago, or when it started crossing that SMA line, specifically for Norwegian Cruise Line, which I forgot the ticker symbol. I think I have it right here, NCLH. So with that being said, I hope you guys are making wise decisions. I hope you guys are doing your due diligence. Now, when I go into a position, something that I always do is I put a stop loss and I put a take profit. Right now, what does that mean? Basically, when I enter a trade, I always mitigate my risk. I always say, okay, if I'm buying in here, I'm going to put a stop loss. So if it ever does fall to a certain area, it's going to automatically sell it for me so that I don't lose more money. And it's just a way of mitigating my risk. Now, sometimes my stop loss is 1% or 2% down, because that's the most I'm willing to lose, while my take profits are higher. That's what, obviously where I want to take my profits. So again, we'll see what this ends up doing. I'm going to try to keep you guys updated on both, the cruise line industry. I'm gonna try to make more videos seeing where this is going. I'm also gonna keep you guys updated on my small Webull swing trading account. If you guys, I don't know if I already mentioned it in this video, but I did start a small trading account with Webull where I'm gonna see how much I could turn $50 into in a month, and I'm gonna keep giving you guys a monthly review on where I'm at with that account. Again, this is my day trading account. This is what I use, TD Ameritrade. Just a little recap on today's trade. I was up $87 on one trade with DGAS, which is just a gas ETF, natural gas. However, I am down just slightly, just $12. I'm still up at a profit of $74. Now, the reason you see that, I am at a profit of $74, but you see that I'm down, is because I still have a small position open, meaning, I day traded, I got my profits of $87, but then I decided to take a swing trade to see where this goes next, and take my profits, because I'm expecting DGAS to go up slightly a little bit more for tomorrow. But at the end of the day, we don't know. But I do have my stop loss and I have my take profit in place to see what ends up happening. This just follows natural gas, but that's irrelevant to this video. Of course, we were just talking about Norwegian Cruise Line. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys take some notes. Make sure you guys don't follow the hype, because there was a lot of people that lost money here in this area following the hype, with all the other YouTubers saying, oh, buy now, things are cheap, buy now, and then boom, you're just like losing money along the way. I hope right here, a lot of YouTubers don't just keep saying, oh yeah, just buy. You always want to wait for a good opportunity to present itself. Again, there's millions of opportunities every single day, and you just gotta wait for the right one. It's better to wait than be sorry. For example, I waited. Now I'm not sorry because I am up right here, right? But yeah, I think I'm done talking for this video. Hopefully you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed as of yet. Again, my name is Justin Fernio from Push and Profit, and I'm out. Peace.
Just like Ameritrade.